Hey guys, this is Renee Fouche here with TopDailyCommissions.com, and I actually wanted to do a quick video about the dreaded pyramid. Dot 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 dot. Now, if you are in any type of network marketing or affiliate marketing or any type of marketing company, I'm sure you have come across all the wonderful people that like to speak so swiftly about a pyramid. Normally, they add the word scheme to the end of it just to make it sound even more sinister, right? And I actually just wanted to talk a little bit about this because I have come across this conversation several times. And I actually had a brief conversation about something like this talking to my cousin today, who I love very, very much. And it's understandable that sometimes people say these type of things just because they don't have a proper understanding, right? So wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about pyramids and how often they are actually fully accepted and embraced in many, many instances, and no one ever says that those are pyramids. Yet, when you offer someone some type of business opportunity where they are able to generate an income and possibly leverage the work of others to be able to build their income, suddenly they remember the word pyramid. Well, as we know, guys, a pyramid is a geometrical shape, similar to a triangle. I guess that's kind of triangle-ish that I'm making there. I don't know. I don't want to throw up any kind of like Illuminati signs or anything. But a pyramid, of course, is like a triangle, right? And so the general consensus here is that the base is wide at the bottom and that it goes up at the top and then there's a point at the top. So people tend to say that in a pyramid scheme that, only the people at the top can make money and not the people at the bottom. Okay, granted. That sounds about right. And that applies to almost anything. And let me explain to you why it works that way. Let's take a look at our government, any government. You're watching this video. I know that I have a lot of international viewers, but of course I live here in the United States, so we're going to use that as our example today, that we have one president, right? We can't have multiple presidents. We can only have one, right? So the president sits at the very top of the pyramid, right? And then we have the Senate, we have Congress, we have local legislation, and it keeps going down, 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 down the pyramid, right? In each of those legs of government, there's more and more people, all the way down to the bottom where the regular citizens of that country would lie, right? So that, in fact, is a pyramid structure. Would you not agree? Of course you would. Now, let's think about the military, right? The military also, you're going to have one person at the head of the military. And then, now I'm not familiar enough with the military to tell you the different legs and levels. But I'll tell you that it still is formed like a pyramid. There's one person at the top. Then there's the people that are below them, the people below them, below them, below them. And then all of a sudden you get down to the civilians that are below everyone else, right? Let's think about a school structure. You're going to have who at the top? The principal of the school at the top, right? And then you have any vice principals, and you have any school administrators, and then you have any teachers, and then you have the students, which are going to be at the very bottom because it's more of them than anyone else, and they are at the base of the pyramid. Let's think about if you have a traditional job, right? There's the owner or CEO of the company at the top. There can only be one unless it's a partnership, but essentially they are still just formed as one at the top, right? And then you have the executive board. Then below that, you're going to have upper management, and then you're going to have middle management, lower management, and then the employees. There's a whole lot of them all the way at the bottom. Guess what? There's lots of employees at the bottom. Now, you've been normally fed a dream that you should go to school, work hard, get a degree. From the degree, you're going to start at the bottom and work your way up to the top. But the top of what? Are you able to ever become the owner of that company? How would you do that? How would you work your way all the way up to being the owner? And maybe you could. Maybe there's some kind of magic beanstalk that could get you all the way up to the top as the owner. But how many people down at that employee base, how many of those employees have the opportunity to work their way all the way up at the top and make as much as the owner? See, people accept these forms of pyramids all the time. All the time. Like they take it and they eat it up with a spoon. And then they feed it to their children, who then feed it to the grandchildren, and it goes on for decades and decades and generations. And people accept this, right? But if I tell you that you can come into a company, now you know I've done network marketing before I realized that there was a better way. There's nothing wrong with network marketing if you're into that. That's fine too. But, you know, people always say only the people at the top can make all the money and there's all these people at the bottom not making any money. Well, let me explain to you. It actually applies also to our economy, where 3% of the population control 97% of the wealth. Now, is it because our economy is in a pyramid? Or is it because 97% of the people don't friggin' apply themselves? Did you ever think about that? Because I've built teams, I've built businesses, I have handled hiring for companies, and let me tell you that people talk a good game when they get started. They talk a great game. Oh, I'm going to do this. It's going to be so great. This is going to be so fantastic. Some people never even show up to work after the interview. Let's be honest. Some people never even show up to work. Maybe something happens on their first day. They're late, so they're embarrassed and they don't show up, right? Or people show up and they show up late. And they do that for however many months until they get fired. Or they come and they show up and they half-ass at their job, right? It's just, unfortunately, it's human nature. Generally, only 3% of the people are actually going to put forth the work and the effort. That's why there's more employees than there are entrepreneurs. We need to have employees. We need people to work and do the work. But you have to realize that just because you are able to do something, you're able to build a business. Let's take a look at network marketing, or let's take a look at affiliate marketing, which is something that I do, right? That means that I am able to promote a product, you can buy it, and I can earn a commission from it, right? So I can sell that product and I can earn a commission. Now I can also recruit people onto my team, right? It's pretty much the same as me opening up a brick and mortar business and sitting down and interviewing and hiring people. It's pretty much the same, right? People say stuff like, yeah, but you're not supposed to have to pay to make money. Well, guess what? When you go on an interview, right, you get all dressed up and you drive down or take the bus or whatever you do down to this place to go have this interview. Do you think that that office space was free? You think it was a free office space and people just are sitting there? No, someone paid for it because they wanted to make money. Someone paid for lights in that building because they wanted to make money. Someone paid for the furniture, the desks. There's a lot of money got spent before you showed up, right? So you do get to go and work for someone else for free, and that's why you'll never make the amount that they make, because they spent the money. So you always have the option to go make money for free. You're just only going to make a little bit. Business owners and entrepreneurs understand that there is a financial investment involved in order for them to make money. See, people do stuff like, oh, I'm just going to go to college. I just need to increase my education and learn more. So they drop 40 grand, 50 grand, 60 grand into this education, right? A lot of times it's invisible pretend money, right? Because you just signed a promissory note and invisible money shows up. You think it's invisible until, 6 months after you get out of school and you're still struggling to make a little bit of money that, they start sending you invoices like, oh, by the way, that fake money that we, just shuffled around, we need you to pay us back with real money now, right? People are in their careers for 20, 30 years and still can't pay off their student loans. You still spent money. You still spent money to make money. Let's be real here. One way or another, you spent money to make money. Even if you got a full scholarship, you spent time, and your time is money. So, back to the point is that, first of all, somebody has to pay, and it's normally the person at the top. It's going to be the 3%ers, the 3% of people that are willing to invest in their income. You show up and you get a little small piece. See that little hole right there? You get a little tiny piece because you just show up. A worker bee. We need those, right? And there are some people who are much more comfortable being worker bees, and if that's you, I totally understand, right? But what happens is when worker bees try to figure out how they can get the money at the top, and then they realize, oh my gosh, I have to spend money, then they get scared. Oh my gosh, then I have to bring on people. Well, if you opened a business, you'd have to spend a whole lot of money, and then you'd have to hire people. I mean, it's just the way that it works. You'd have to hire people, or else you'd be doing all of the work by yourself. And if you do all of the work by yourself, you never have any leverage. If you get sick, if you go on vacation, if you die, your money stops, right? And that's what the 3% understand about leverage. How often do you see your boss stay late at work too? Overtime. Holidays. They're normally home with their family. Regardless of how much work you have left over on your desk to get done, they're at home, they're hanging out, they're doing whatever it is with their family, and you're there busting your butt trying to, make it work, get the work done because you need to get your work done. And you think it's not a pyramid. That's what's hilarious. You think it's not a pyramid. It's just so cute. Anyway, this turned into a very long video, and I'm sure you guys understand. But basically, here's what it is. I have some goals in place, and I am looking to work with some very special individuals, people that are not scared to actually work, right? If you're looking for winning the lotto, then, keep trying at that. Some people spend 20, 30 years. They spend like $5 a day. Thousands of dollars later, you could have made your own lotto, right? So if you're looking for like some, I don't know, magic potion, I don't have time for that, right? All right, let me be really clear. And some of you guys might be offended. Like, you might want to mute the video real quick if you're easily offended. But my team's motto right now is just fuck the bullshit. Get money. That's what it is for 2013. So, okay, you can unmute now. See, thumbs up, unmute. Okay. That's really what the motto is for 2013. So I'm looking for some folks that are not afraid to work hard. I don't need you to work hard for 40 years. I think that's a ridiculous scam that's been pulled on us for all of this time. So I don't need you to work hard for 40 years, right? Just go hard with me for about, I would say 6 months to a year, right? And honestly, by the time you hit 6 months, you're going to be gliding, right? But just go hard with me for about 6 months to a year. If I could put you in the room with millionaires, how would that change the way you look at life? How would it change it? How would you feel if you were able to receive the mentorship of people that were making upwards of $100,000 a month, right? $100,000 not per year, but per month. And it gets even better than that. Like, I want some folks that are willing to stop whining, stop complaining, stop trying to talk themselves out of the opportunity. Because here's what happens. People pray. Oh my gosh, I wish, Lord, if you could just make a way, if you could just make things better. God, if you could just help me out. God, if only I could figure out how to not have to work this job, if I could not have to live here, if I didn't have to take the bus or drive this beat up car or walk to the store, if I didn't have to do all of these things, right? Or people are like, I really want to buy a franchise because I want to have my own business and I want to have something that I can leave to my children. And they pray and pray and pray about it. And then what happens is the opportunity comes up and then they say, oh, I need to pray on it. God is looking at you like, what is wrong? Like, you've been praying for something. Here it is. And now you need to pray on it again. Go sit down. There's other prayers that I probably need to go handle right now because now you're just being ridiculous, right? So what I'm looking for is people that understand that there is a work commitment. There is a financial commitment. If you want to be ultimately successful, I want you to even take a look at whoever the most successful people are that you can possibly think of and tell me how many of them became successful for free. I'm pretty sure you can't find any of them. Okay? It's just not how it is. So for those that are truly serious about making some changes in their life, I'm looking for some really special people. It's like I can see you in my mind right now. So if you're watching this video, you know that I'm speaking to you, right? There's some of you that, you don't like to work. You don't like to work. You like easy stuff. You like to make excuses. And unfortunately, this is not for you. So you can just end X, do whatever it is that you need to do, right? But for you, who I'm actually speaking to today, when are you going to stop making excuses? When are you going to actually put your money where your mouth is and get off your butt and get things done? I mean, there's a million excuses that you can make. You can make excuses or you can make money, but unfortunately, you cannot make both. So you have to choose one, okay? So if you're ready, click that link that's below. Put in your best email address, and then I'm going to provide you some information. And there'll be a video there. Make sure you watch it so you understand what it is that we do. You can understand what it is that's making people $50,000, $30,000, $100,000 per month. You can understand what it is, right? I'll go ahead and send you over some information to your email as well. Check your email box. Make sure that you get it. If you are one of those people that I'm talking to and you're ready to get started with me, go ahead and complete the form so that you can get started, okay? It's time. Fuck the bullshit. Let's get money. Renee Fouche, topdailycommission.com. All right? Click the link below, and I will see you on the other side. See you soon. Bye.